welcome back to career mode then. So yeah, we are in Baku for the first practice session. So yeah, we have no data about this track at all, as you can see there. After our, if you haven't saw the last episode, go see it before you watch this one, because I will spoil the result now. So yeah, in the last episode, we won the race, which was great, which was around Canada. So yeah, hello everyone, welcome back to career mode. So yeah, now we're in Baku. There's a championship after round 8. So yeah, if you haven't saw the last episode, I recommend you go and see it, because it was quite a good race. Yeah, so I'm going to spoil the result now. We finished 3rd, which is a pretty good result for McLaren. I think that's our 3rd or 4th podium in this race. So yeah, let's get into Baku and do the track climatization program and all that.
Hi, I've got something you'll be interested in. Those performance upgrades we discussed after the last race. They're on the car and the data looks promising. Take a look at the details.
So yeah, now we've got new parts on the car. The crankshaft that we fitted in the last episode, that will help us go down the very long straight. So yeah, we've got this upgrade. Now let's go into practicing and learn the track, because we have got no data whatsoever. There's a rivalry between Sebastian and Vettel. Yeah, probably not going to upgrade the car maybe until probably the British Grand Prix or so, which is another 2-3 rounds. So yeah, and then we're going to go on a massive spin spree. So yeah, let's get into practice 1.
The track is green and the skies are grey here in Azerbaijan. Welcome though to the Baku City Circuit, where we're preparing to kick off the weekend's action with a difficult and damp free practice session. I'm here with Anthony Davidson once again. Nice to see you, Ant, and I wanted to ask you about how you go about improving the car over the course of a practice session. How much would you say is already known from the pre-race simulations, and how much do you have to do, how much do you have to work on with a real car on a real circuit?
Well, that's a good question, Crofty, and I suppose the simple answer is that there's no such thing as too much information. As you say, the bigger teams have very complex simulations, vast numbers of clever people crunching the numbers back at base, but what they can't tell you is stuff like how the track condition's going to be, or what the temperature's going to be doing over the course of the day, and how all of that's going to be interacting with the tyre. There's so many millions of tiny variables involved in getting these cars around a racetrack quickly, but the computer can't tailor the car to a driver's specific balance requirements. At some point, you still need to put a human being in there and have them feel it through the seat of their pants. And that's why we end up with different drivers having different setups. So what I'm trying to say is, Crofty, nothing beats on-track testing.
So as you can see, we're in the garage. We're going to do the track acclimatization program, and as you've already seen, well now you can see, it is raining. So yeah, we just went out there to get the points, and yeah, I think so yeah, this will be our points for.
That's fantastic.
I think we do one lap and then we're retired to the pits, and then we fast forward to the end of the session, because there really is no point going out there doing the tyre wear test, only for it to be dry in the race. So it's basically no point. So we will retire, or we won't retire, we'll fast forward to the end of the session. We will see. So we'll just fast forward it now. Skip right to the end of the session. We'll see if the track dries up, which I don't think it will, but if it does, we can get a run in the soft tyres and maybe do 1 or 2 runs. Here you can see it's just going to.
Light rain will stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to stay.
So 20 minutes. When the engineer said that there, it was 15. It was 15 minutes. So yeah, I think we're just going to retire on that note and advance to qualifying.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the session then. Here are your top 3. Raikkonen, Hamilton and Daniel Ricciardo.
So
Thank
after that lap, we finished last at 2:05. A second, well, some off the pace. But yeah, here is our resource points from that practice session. So we haven't got a lot. We've only got 76. So we still have to do the tire wear test and the quality lap time. Now you can see Vettel is winning in the rivalry. So we will advance to practice 2, and it's still wet. So I will advance to practice 3. Oh no, I will skip later on in the session. Change the tires, because hopefully it will be dry. Maybe go on the mediums or something, and then go for a tire wear test. And just go and see what we can do. See, it's still a damp track, but there you can see the rain has subsided, and here's the end of our first lap. It is a red lap time. It is we're gaining on the time. It is not valid. So as you can see, there were 5 minutes left in the session. Can we get all 4 laps in? So yeah, going through the first corner, there you can see third or second lap, sorry. This is going to be another red lap, but we've improved by 4 tenths, so we are finding time on the tires. So yeah, coming through now. Now you can see it is a purple lap time. Well, it's a purple tire wear test. So yeah, we improved by 1.4 seconds. Purple lap time, and yeah, so we can just do it. We can just get green. So yeah, coming through now. There you can see here's another purple lap time. And so that's 2 red and 2 purple, and that's the end of the session. So yeah, we did pass out there. We got 35 out of 35. We didn't get a purple score, but we did pass, which was the main thing. We were P6 in that session.
And Roman Grosjean. That's it for practice then. We'll see
Roman
you again soon.
Grosjean and P3. Not too bad for the Haas, but I think we will do that again because it was so bad. Well, it wasn't bad. We got 30 points, but yeah. So see what we do in P3, because practice 3, because we still have to do the qualifying run. So yeah, here we are in P3, and we are going to do the qualifying run. We're going to do this here, tire wear test, and see what we can do. So heading out on the track now. It's a red first lap, and now coming through now in the middle of the lap, we hit the wall, and that sends our tires completely. So I decided to abandon the test and go straight on to quality lap time. So yeah, here we are on our quality lap time. So yeah, coming through now, we set a purple lap time. We've got a bit of a corner cut there, and yeah, coming into turn 8, we turned in too early. We hit the wall on the outside, and yeah, that is our session over. That is our P3 over, and that is all our practice sessions over. So yeah, very unfortunate way to end P3. So just thought I'd look at a few replays here, as you saw there, Cyber going past. But yeah, in turn 8, I just turned in a bit too early, clipped the barriers, and that sent us into the wall, which, as I said before, is unfortunate because we needed the data. Now you can see just turning in once more. As I said, hit the wall, decided to retire on that note, and yeah, I know I could flash back it, but I didn't. So that is P3 over. So now we will have to go into qualifying with not a lot of data.
Let's remind ourselves of the top 3, who are Rosberg, Vettel, and Felipe Massa. Practice times are on the board then, but no
so not a lot of data
yet. We'll be back with more
to race with
soon.
or to qualify with, but hopefully we can gain that qualifying, or hopefully we can gain the data in qualifying. There's our resource points. We get a further 67. That brings us up to 275. We will listen to this voicemail from our engineer. So finish 9th or higher, beat Vettel and beat Button. So yeah, that is our qualifying goals.
Circuit is rubbing in with practice, but this is still going to be a difficult session for our drivers as they fight for pole position. Welcome to qualifying here in Azerbaijan. It always looked like the kind of track that asks an awful lot of the rear tyres, such as the frequency of low-speed exits.
Well, tyre management is key here, specifically the rears. It's all too easy to overheat and wear the rear tyres if they're punished out of the low-speed corners. Most teams won't be able to avoid some kind of issue here, especially the teams that are running less downforce.
So now we're in the garage for qualifying. Now you can see the park firmly. We're just going to go out and smash it, put in the fastest lap if we can. I know this McLaren's down on power, but coming through, which isn't going to help us going down. It's a mammoth long straight. Here you can see in our first lap, 1.4 seconds off the pace, braking into turn 1. Coming through now, you can see there we're 4.5 tenths up, I think it is. And coming across the line now, we go P6 with that there. 1 second off the pace of Lewis Hamilton. So now coming through, we're up by 3.5 tenths. Coming through, we still go P6. We lost time somewhere there. We lost 3 tenths. So yeah, just decided to retire on that note. And yeah, finish the session there. So yeah, now we're just repairing the damage because I damaged the front wing because I hit the wall somewhere.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:45.9.
Done 45.9 and Rosberg done a 44. So now we'll advance to the race and just see where we
wind down
end
from
up.
the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top 3. Massa, Rosberg and Sebastian Vettel. It's time to leave for now, but we'll be back tomorrow when the Grand Prix itself gets underway.
So we finished in 11th. Jenson Button finishes 14th, so we beat him, but we haven't beat Sebastian Vettel. As my phone goes off. Yeah, so there's our resource points from qualifying. We get a further 30 resource points. So yeah, we're down in the rivalry as Vettel has out-qualified us and set fastest laps and all that. So there you can see we are losing the rivalry 16-3, and yeah, we've just lost, but we've now gained it as we beat Jenson Button. So now we're in the 10, so we're very secure. Now we're going to listen to the voicemail from our engineer and get our race goals.
Hi, Emma here. Just wanted to let you know what the team are hoping for in the race.
So yeah, finished 8th place or higher, beat Sebastian Vettel, beat Jenson Button, and then the constructors finished 10th or above. So yeah, let's get into the what would you call this, Azerbaijani Grand Prix or Baku Grand Prix? Let's get into the Baku Grand Prix anyway.
From Ayrton Senna's famous Donington win in 1993 to Stewart Grand Prix's only victory with Johnny Herbert at the Nürburgring, the European Grand Prix has some special entries into the Motorsport Hall of Fame. But it's time now to create new legends and new memories here on the shores of the Caspian Sea. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line. Anthony Davidson joins me today as we look ahead to something just a little bit different. It's quite high speed for a street circuit here, isn't it? Do you think that's going to throw up any unexpected situations?
Well, as long as the teams can keep everything cool, I don't foresee any particular big issues from the technical side of things. I do expect the track to be quite slippery though. We've not exactly had much chance to rubber in the surface. Any street circuit also comes with its own challenges, so I think we'll be seeing a few mistakes here and there. But the smart strategy would be to expect a safety car, I think, especially early on when the pack is bunched up.
We desperately need a good result today. Get out there and show them why you're the number one.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up.
No, we won't, Crofty. So now here we are on the grid for the Baku Grand Prix. There's the strategy. The soft tyres can go to the end, but we will pit for the super soft tyres. Anyway, so formation lap then. Getting an okay getaway off the formation lap, and now skipping on to the end of the lap. Lining up on the start line, revving up the 5 red lights, drop the clutch and away we go for the Baku Grand Prix. getting a decent enough start alongside Valtteri Bottas. He dives a load of cars into turn 1. We overtake 2 cars into turn 1. We overtake Verstappen and SAINZ, but SAINZ comes back at us, but we dive it down his inside, and Bottas as well in the P2. Into the second corner, sorry, not in the P2. So now we're slipstream Bottas down the back straight. SAINZ is slipstreaming us. Will he dive down us into the third chicane? Yes, he will. He hits the wall and sends us flying. So I think that was SAINZ's fault because he turned in too early and he was forced to hit the wall. I didn't close. Now you can see on lap 7 the virtual safety car is out because Esteban Gutierrez crashed out of the race. And yeah, so I think we are going to come in on this lap. We're going to take advantage of the virtual safety car and just pit under, so get a fresh set of tires. And the AI, I think, have already pit. As you see there, we are in P6. There's a massive gap to Kimi Räikkönen, and that's just him coming round turn 16 about now. We are in the pit lane, so a monstrous gap. I think it's about 30 or so seconds. The VSC is ending. We're getting a new front wing. Anyway, so away we go. That's a 10.3 second pit stop, so that's alright. Virtual safety car has ended as we rejoin onto the track. So yeah, that was our pit stop done. Now we're just going to the end. Hopefully we can maintain it in P6. And yeah, coming through now. Now you can see we have maintained it in P6. Nico Rosberg has won the race. We're about to say Lewis Hamilton there. We cut the corner a bit, but who cares? It's final lap. There's no one around us. And yeah, this has been quite a boring race for me. Kimi Räikkönen has closed the gap down to 8.2 seconds now, so he is the closest car. Grosjean is further 30 seconds up the road. He's already crossed the finish line, but we're going to come round the final few corners to take P6 in the Baku Grand Prix. So pretty good result for McLaren, because I thought we would really struggle at this track because of our lack of top speed and the lack of engine power, but we pulled through. We pulled through and we get P6, so that is 5 positions up from where we qualified. So overall, a good enough race weekend.
Today. That's another historic win. Tell me, what was the key to this success?
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looked so comfortable out there.
And as the adrenaline dies down after another eventful Grand Prix, here come the top 3 out onto the podium. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Well, the gap at the top of the championship has been cut down after a difficult race today for our championship leader. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I think it has to be Felipe Nasser. You know, good on the tyres, some nice passes. I can't really think of anyone who caught my eye more today.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings. After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
So yeah, now we are in 3rd place. No, we stopped to 3rd place after Nico Rosberg won the race and we finished P6. So we are quite a way behind him. I think we're about 20 points behind him or so. So yeah, pretty good. Now here's our resource points from the race. There you can see 69% clean laps. There's our resource points. There's more resource points for being the first team drive or first driver. We get a further 64 from that there. And yes, Sebastian has won the rivalry. Well, he hasn't won it yet, but it's still tight, like, but yeah, he hasn't won it yet. There's a driver position. We are very secure. We met all the objectives. There's our career score after the end. So yeah, that has been the Baku Grand Prix, and that has been this video for today. Until my next one, I will see you guys next time. Austria, so I will see you in the Austrian Grand Prix. Goodbye.